it makes Mikel Arteta and his players and his set-piece coach think about what they're going to do. Simple as that.
Would you be interested in the Fulham job?
How much?
I don't know. Not. I'll chip in. Let's take a look at the predictions then, shall we? No surprise everyone has gone for an Arsenal win. Kieran, you confident going into this clash?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I feel like they've got their groove back, which is comforting. They look back together again after a little blip, which is normal when you miss your best player. And now with him back, they're just seen back on track. It's pretty clear. If they want to challenge, they got to keep Ødegaard fit. So I'd like to see them maybe be a little bit more careful with him, not overplay him for the rest of the year. And although to his credit, he hasn't looked out of place at all. But he's just so important for this Arsenal team, I think. But yeah, they're back to business. It feels like they're developing more of a know how to win games now. They weren't great, amazing again, or overly pleasing on the eye against United, but they're just very efficient. They just know their strengths very well. They don't stray too far away from them, and yeah, it feels like they've got a firm grip back on how the manager wants them to play. So for me, it's just about how fit they can keep their best players now.
They got a great run. If you take a look at their run between now and into the new year, you couldn't ask really for much better fixtures, considering the congestion, considering how quickly, of course, all these kind of fixtures come upon us. Fulham, Everton, Palace, Ipswich, Brentford, Brighton, Spurs. It's not bad, is it,
It's not bad, yeah.
For this time?
It's pretty good, but you've still got to go out and get the job done. But I agree. It's like, on paper, that's a good run through a busy period. You think about the sort of Boxing Day or just after, 27th of December. Although they have got, a week between a game. I don't know if there's anything else midweek between these games.
They've got Champions League, this week coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, but then they have a sort of 7-day between. Then they have the 6-day between the 21st and 27th. So that's a good chunk of time off at a normal busy period. So yeah, look, Fulham are a good side. Marcus Silva's a good manager, but they had a good result in the end. They were better in the second half. But in the first half, they were gifted a goal by Van Bruggen, the Brighton goalkeeper, and then Brighton dominated them, but couldn't sort of put them away in the first 45. They're unlikely to be able to let Arsenal have the sort of possession that Brighton had, particularly in and around the final third, and get away with it. So as good as they've been recently and as good as the results they had last year against Arsenal, I think it's going to be a tall task for them if Arsenal play like they did. Not particularly the Man United game, as Kieran said, but the way they played in the games, the 2 or 3 games before that. And yeah, there's a sort of Arsenal edge to it, some ex-players in there. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to quality, and Arsenal have the